Cole Rickard at the plate. He's their leadoff batter. Inside, counts 1-1. That pitch is outside, 2 balls and a strike. Cole is the shortstop for El Dorado. Chavez right across the plate. Evens the count, 2-2. Delivering the pitch and ring him up. Ring him up. A strikeout by Chavez. And the first out of the inning. We're in the top of the first with no score. That'll bring up Trip Baker. He's their pitcher. They're going to say that that one hit his jersey, so he'll reach first on a hit by pitch. Next batter up will be Miles Stringer. Miles is the third baseman. I watched El Dorado in the game right before this one, and they won a run rule game in the 4th inning, so a very explosive team. Pickoff move to first, safe. 1 down, strikeout, man on first. Third batter, Miles Stringer at the plate. A little bit outside. Chavez looks in, gets a signal, delivers it right down the middle, fouled straight back. In this game today, there will be an extra hitter, different than the game that was played this morning. Chavez delivers, runner goes to second. There's the throw, safe at second base. Miles Stringer, again the third batter, third in the lineup for El Dorado. Chavez delivers and walks Miles Stringer. So Stringer's at first, Trip Baker's at second, and that's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Ethan Mankey, for El Dorado. 1 down. Mankey steps in, pretty good sized player. Chavez looks in, brings it right across the outside corner. Nice pitch. No balls and a strike, 1 down. Runners at first and second. Chavez looks at the base runner back at second. It's a grounder to shortstop. They're going to go to first for the sure out. They've got him. So 2 outs. 2 outs for El Dorado. That's going to bring up Adam Caballero. One right back up the middle. And an out. Great job by the Chiefs. So El Dorado in the top of the first inning strands 2 runners. They have no runs, and that will bring up the Chiefs. going to be Preston Johnson on the mound for El Dorado. And he's going to face Sage Kelch, Tyler Stolzatz, and Paco Hernandez, first, second, third batters for the Chiefs. Tyler Stolzatz pitched a really nice game in the first game for a win, 3-1. Chavez was able to get out of trouble in this one, top half of the first inning. So again, it's going to bring up Sage Kelch. Sage, shortstop for the Chiefs. See if we can get things started off here. Kelch stands in. First pitch right down the middle. That'll give him a feel for El Dorado's pitcher. No balls and one strike. Second was low. Skipped in the dirt. Skipped in the dirt, so the count is even at 1-1. Nick Alls brings the pitch, grounder to shortstop, fires to first and gets the out. So a ground out to short by Sage Kelch. That's going to bring up Tyler Stolzatz, batting in the second spot. And in this ball game, he's the extra hitter. Tyler steps in. Here's the first pitch. A little bit low. Ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. We're at the bottom of the first inning, no score. That one skipped out in front of the plate. No, be 2 balls, no strikes. Wind has switched here in McPherson. It was blowing out from home plate out to center field, and right now it's blowing straight back in. Tyler takes a bouncer on the third one. Again, 3 balls, no strikes. Wind up the pitch, blowing outside, so Tyler Stolzatz walks on 4 pitches. He'll be at first, and that's going to bring up Paco Hernandez. Paco plays left field, bats from the left side. He had a good game both in the field and at the plate in that first game. Memory serves me correct, I believe he was 2 for 2. Had 1 or 2 RBIs. This pitch right across the outside corner. No balls and a strike. Nick Alls looks in for the signal. Gets it. Brings it home. Low. Down towards second, sliding in safely is going to be Tyler Stolzatz, so he steals a base. Paco Hernandez took that pitch, and it was a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a runner at second for Great Bend. Paco Hernandez takes that one outside. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the stretch, the pitch, outside, 3-1. So out of the last 4 pitches, 7 out of the 8 have been balls. Hernandez digs in. Pitch right down the middle, swing and a miss. So full count to Paco Hernandez, runner at second. That runner is Tyler Stolzatz. Again, one down right now, no score in the game. The Great Bend threatening. There's the delivery. I'm going to call it a strikeout. I thought he might have tipped it, but no go. So Paco strikes out. That's the second out. And now Steph Sprague, cleanup hitter for Great Bend, steps in with a chance to score a runner. Sprague looks at the first one low. Ball one. Stolzatz at second base. 2 outs. Spray at the plate. Here's the pitch. Right between the third baseman and the shortstop. Rounding third is Stolzatz. Left fielder fumbles the ball, and Stolzatz is going to score the first run of the game. Great Bend takes a 1-0 lead. Nice bit of hitting right there by Steph Sprague. That's going to bring Jade Poe to the plate. He bats in the 5th spot. He'll come up there with a runner on first and 2 outs. Poe gets set, batting from the right side. Throw to first. Plenty of time for Spray. Poe steps back into the box. Here's the pitch, low and inside. So all the Great Bend hitters so far have been making El Dorado bring it. Good eyes by the Chiefs. Here's the pitch. That was a slow curve right over the plate. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Spray at first base. Great Bend with a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the first. Another curve. Cuts right across the plate again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Poe has seen curves on the last 2 pitches. Throw to first, back safely to Spray. Jade wanting to advance the runner. Grounds it back to the pitcher. Toss to first, 3rd out. So Jade Poe with a ground out to the pitcher. And at the end of the first inning of play, Great Bend has a 1-0 lead. Venture Corporation was founded by Orville Butch Spray in the 1970s with a small asphalt plant in Larned, and has grown to become one of the largest asphalt contractors in Kansas. Today, Venture is a lot more than just asphalt paving, with over 150 employees, 4 portable plants, and production of over 900,000 tons of asphalt annually. Venture does everything from parking lots and running tracks to highways and interstates. The main goals are safety, quality, and efficiency. We focus on commitment to our employees and the community. Venture Corporation will uphold these traditions today, tomorrow, and in the future. Venture Corporation reminds you to shop at home and help a neighbor. And we thank you, Venture Corporation. Earlier, it looked like we were going to catch some rain here at about 3:30 for an hour and a half, and now, because of that north wind coming, it's pushed it just to the southeast of McPherson. So we're hopeful that the rain will avoid here, and the get all the games in. It actually cooled it off just a little bit. We go to the top of the second inning. And it's going to be Trace Fowler, the catcher, coming to the plate. That one was close, but called a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, just underway, top of the second. Chavez delivers a little bit outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Third pitch, outside. So 3 balls, no strikes. Here's a windup in the pitch. Right across the outside corner of the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike. This second inning, the pitching is going to be totally different from the first, because in the first, wind was blowing out. Here in the second, it's blowing in. There's ball 4. Chase Lesh is going to get a walk. I'm sorry. Trace Fowler is going to get a walk. That's going to bring up Chase Lesh. So runner at first for El Dorado. Nobody out. Great Bend with a 1-0 lead. There's the pitch, swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch that time by Chavez. Gets ahead in the count. No balls and a strike. Lesh, the right fielder for El Dorado. There's the next pitch. Taps it out in front of the plate. It's going to go roll foul just outside the third baseline. Good job that time by Great Bend to let it roll. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first. Chavez looks in. There's a pitch, just a little bit outside. Jade Poe doing the catching here in this second game. Poe with the signal. Chavez looks in, looks runner back. Delivers a pitch, a nice curveball. That was nasty. Chavez threw a very nice curveball to strike out Chase Lesh. So the first out. 1 down, again, runner at first base. That'll bring up Cole Eaton, first baseman. First pitch a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. Chavez looks in. Brings it to Eaton. Fouled off to the left. Well placed pitch that time. He was leaving it right on the outside corner. That'll even up the count. One ball, 1 strike. Again, 1 out. And a runner on first for El Dorado. Top of the second inning. Great Bend with a 1-0 lead. Chavez brings a beautiful pitch. Just barely low. And a little bit outside. 2 balls and a strike. Edwin Chavez brings this one inside, fouled off down first baseline. Again, that'll even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chavez with a couple of strikeouts already. We're here in the top of the second inning. Faces Eaton, brings a curveball, just brings him up. Wasn't sure he was going to get that call. But a beautiful curveball by Chavez. and they ring him up for the second strikeout of the inning. So Chavez has 3 strikeouts, 2 for the 2 outs here in the second inning. That'll bring up Dylan Scott, swing and a miss. Scott, the left fielder. No balls and a strike. Chavez brings it. Snap throw to first. Gets away from the first baseman. And the runner's going to advance to second. That was too bad. Just off the mark, and it goes into foul territory, so the runner advances. Trace Fowler advances down to second base. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chavez strikes out the side here in the top of the second. Your scores: Great Bend 1, El Dorado 0. The Field House, a premier athletic training facility. Join us for open gym, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday through Friday, only $5 per session. Basketball hoops, volleyball net, batting cages, pitching mounds, weights, and cardio equipment. At the Field House, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. The staff members at the Field House are actively enriching the lives of our members and creating a community of like-minded people who love being healthy and strong. Join the Field House to get access to our amazing trainers, group fitness classes, our community of fitness-focused individuals, cheering you on, state-of-the-art gym equipment, and so much. Get unlimited classes for only $65 a month. That's the Field House. Check them out. All right, bottom of the second inning, we'll start off with Gavin Haberman, center fielder for Great Bend. Again, bottom of the second, Great Bend with a 1-0 lead. Haberman watches the first one, called strike. Haberman steps in for the second one, no balls and a strike. That one's a little bit high. Evens the count, 1-1. Haberman digs in. Here's the pitch. Swing driven into the gap between second and first. Haberman with a nice piece of hitting right there. Gavin Haberman leads off the second, bottom of the second, with a single. Again, that was just solid hitting. That's going to bring up Joseph Mater. Again, Joseph coming back off of an ankle injury. Mater squares like he's going to bunt. Now he backs up to pitch, or backs up. At the same time that Haberman is stealing second. So Haberman's down at second. Joseph Mater faked like he was going to lay down a bunt, brought the infielders in, and then he pulled the bat back. 1 ball, no strikes. Joseph watches another ball, so he's ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Chiefs runner at second base. Now he bunts out in front of home plate. Throw to first just in time. And the runner stays at second, so Gavin Haberman's down at second. Joseph Mater is out. Fielder's choice to first. That brings up Matthew Mater. We'd like to wish Matthew a happy birthday today. First pitch, high and outside. Not only is it Matthew's birthday. In that first game today, he delivered a very crucial RBI as he came into the game. So happy birthday, Matthew. Matthew just drives it into center field. Throw's going to come to home plate. So Matthew Mater delivers again. Matthew Mater in the delivery business. I've got that figured out. He delivered an RBI in the first game, and he just delivered a single in this one. So we've got runners at the corners with only one out. And that's going to bring up Edwin Chavez. Chavez with a chance to help his own cause. He steps in. First pitch. Fouls it off to the right, just barely off of that one. No balls and a strike again. Chiefs have runners at the corners. And with only one out, they're threatening. Bottom of the second. Right now, a 1-0 lead for the Chiefs. Chavez steps back in. Fouls this one off to the left-hand side. So Chavez doing a good job of battling up there at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. Chavez looks at the signal. Now steps back in the box. Wind up in the pitch. Chavez takes it over into the right field side. Drops for a single. That's going to score a run. Gavin Haberman is going to come home for the second run for the Chiefs. And Edwin Chavez with an RBI single. That was a big rainbow that was hugging the line on the right field side. Now the Chiefs with runners at first and second, again 1 out. That brings up Bradley Hopkins. Swing and a miss on the first one. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bradley Hopkins. Pitcher's going to chase the runner back. That's Joseph Mater. Check that Matthew Mater down at second. This is fouled out of play. Matthew Mater down at second base. Edwin Chavez is at first base. And at the plate is Bradley Hopkins. Only 1 out. Runners at first and second. The Chiefs already have a run across. Bottom of this inning. Pitch comes in low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hopkins with an opportunity to advance the runners here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch, low and outside, barely stopped by the catcher. Good piece of catching work by the El Dorado catcher, or Great Bend would have runners at second and third with 1 out. Hopkins steps back in, 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss. So Bradley Hopkins goes down on a strikeout. That's the second out of the inning. That'll take us back to the top of the lineup, Sage Kelch. Sage had a ground out to shortstop his first time up. Chiefs with runners at first and second, 2 outs, 1 run across. They actually lead 2-0, and Kelch will be at the plate. Ball comes inside, just misses Kelch. 1 ball, no strikes. Kelch never even flinched on that, and it was pretty inside. Kelch steps back in, outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Two to 0 here in the bottom of the second. Green Bend Chiefs with the lead. Throw down to second. Safe. Safely back in. Battery for El Dorado looking into the dugout. Looking to see if there's any kind of a signal on a steal or something else. Kelch steps back in. 2 balls, no strikes. That one caught the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Sage Kelch at the plate. Runners on base are Matthew Mater and Edwin Chavez. There's a pitch right across the outside corner. Count evens out at 2-2. Kelch will step back in, see if he can do some damage here. There's the pitch. Just missed Kelch. That's twice on this at bat. He hadn't flinched either time. Full count, 2 outs. Runners will be moving. Throw back to second base. Safely back. Matthew Mater's made it back safely every time the pitcher's turned around and looked. He's got a pretty decent lead now. Comes a payoff pitch. That one's low. Loads the bases. So Sage Kelch draws the walk. Bases are juiced. And that's going to bring up Tyler Stolzatz with an opportunity to knock in a couple of more runs. Again, Tyler had a great game in that first game. Pitched an absolute gem. Watches the first one go by as a ball. So ahead in the count. Tyler walked in the first inning. Steps in. There's the pitch. Takes a swing. Bouncer down to third baseline. Throw over to first. Not in time, I don't think. Safe at first. Great hustle by Tyler Stolzatz. Great hustle. So that scores 1 run. Chiefs now ahead 3-0. And again, bases are juiced this time for Paco Hernandez. Paco, a left-handed batter, faces a right-handed pitcher. Ball comes in low. 1 ball, no strikes. Hernandez steps in. Here comes the pitch. Inside, ball 2. So Paco Hernandez is ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. There's 2 down, but the bases are juiced. Timely hit right here, find a gap, and that's a pretty good amount of runs. That time he watches it come in high. Paco's ahead in the count, 3-0. Nowhere to go but first base on a walk, which would be another RBI for Paco. 3-0 the count. That pitch comes in. Paco just watched it. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hernandez steps back into the left-handed batter's box. Here comes the pitch. That one's low. Walked in a run. Paco Hernandez with great eyes. That's going to move Stolzatz down to second base, and it's going to for Chavez. Steph Spray coming up. He had a single his first time up. Ball's outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Four to 0. The Chiefs ahead. Runners at all the bases. Steph Spray at bat. Grounds it into the gap between third and shortstop. That one's going to score 2 runs. Fernandez is going to make it to third, and sliding into second base is Steph Spray with a double. 2 RBIs for Steph Spray, and the Chiefs now jump out to a 6-0 lead. Got a meeting on the mound, going to discuss the pitcher situation. But Steph Spray knocked in 2 RBIs. And this El Dorado team is a good team. I watched them play the game right before this, and they run ruled the team that they were playing in the 4th inning. They were up by 14 runs. Jade Poe's going to come to the plate. Pitcher's going to stay the same. First time up, Poe had a ground out. But this batter represents batting around here in the bottom of the 2nd. Poe takes a swing, fouls it off the right side. Because Poe was the last out in the 1st inning. He's up at the plate with a chance to get a hit. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Again, 6-0 lead for the Chiefs here in the bottom of the 2nd. That pitch is low and outside. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jade Poe, if he can find a single out there, will knock in 2 runs. Poe digs in. Pitch down the middle. It goes to the 3rd baseman. Fires it over to first for the out. So that's going to do it here in the 2nd inning. The Chiefs grab a 6-0 lead. Edwin Chavez doing a really good job of pitching here in this game. Got out of a little bit of a jam in the 1st, got out of a little bit of jam in the 2nd, and was able to hold El Dorado to no runs. So right now, Great Bend holds on to a 6-0 lead as we go into the top of the 3rd inning. First batter for El Dorado is going to be Preston Johnson. He's the pitcher. Chavez. Throw down to 2nd. Preston Johnson's going to step in here in the top of the 3rd. Preston Johnson, the pitcher. for El Dorado. So it'll be pitcher against pitcher. Chavez facing Preston Johnson. First pitch cuts right across for a strike. That one about thigh high and most of the plate. Chavez deals the second one. This one a little bit outside. Count is even at 1-1. Glad to have you along here this afternoon for Chiefs baseball. That pitch is a strike. Chavez ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a curve, pop up. Right fielder coming in, and it is an out. So fly out. Matthew Mater took care of that one. Matthew's having a good birthday so far today. We're back to the top of the order. Cole Rickard, the shortstop, steps in. Chavez just throws 2 strikes in a row right past him. Cole Rickard struck out in the first inning. That one was really close to a second one. That one just a little bit low. Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chavez brings it in, low and inside. That'll even up the count, 2-2. Chavez brings this one, a Bayo curveball, just a little bit low. So full count on Cole Rickard. 1 out, nobody on. Chavez looks in, brings the pitch. That one just a shade outside. Cole Rickard will walk here in the top of the 3rd. That'll bring up Trip Baker. Trip Baker, the first baseman, or I'm sorry, Trip Baker. Not the first. There's a pitch for a strike. Chavez working with 1 out. Heading the count, no balls and a strike, and a runner on first. There's the pitch, low and outside. One ball, 1 strike. And again, 1 out, a runner on first for El Dorado. However, Great Bend with the lead, 6-0. Runners going, fires down to second base. They got him. They got him. Nice strike by Poe. Jade Poe came up firing that time and caught the runner trying to steal second. So that's the 2nd out of the inning and no runners on. Pitch to Trip Baker is a ball, 3-1. Here comes a pitch outside. So Trip Baker walks. He'll be the only runner down there at first, but I can't say enough about the strike from Jade Poe to catch the base runner stealing. That was big. Created the 2nd out. Miles Stringer at the plate. Throw back to first, but safely back in as Baker. Miles Stringer, the 3rd baseman, bats 3rd in the lineup. There's a pitch, catches the outside corner. Chavez has excellent placement on that ball today. He's painting the outside of the plate pretty well. Chavez ahead in the count. One right up the middle and lined out at shortstop. So line out to short. That's the 3rd one. we go to the bottom of the third inning. The Chiefs with the lead, 6-0. Scott Mater and the Mater family take this opportunity to acknowledge the many athletes who represent the community well. These young men featured tonight are learning early that success comes with sacrifice and that there are great rewards for the diligent who work to the finish. Congratulations to the members of the American Legion baseball team and the athletes in other sports who represent our community year-round. Scott Mater and the Mater family thank all the parents who sacrifice time and energy every year to see that their children have the opportunity to compete at their sport or activity. This is building the future of our community by instilling leadership skills and life learning skills or lessons in the field, on the court, or in the auditorium. Support the young people of our community in all their worthy endeavors and thank the parents and the village that make it happen. And we'd like to thank Scott Mater and his family. And we would also like to wish Matthew Mater a happy 17th birthday again today. I'd also like to thank, I know Scott's listening, I'd like to thank him and thank Karen for bringing me down to water. It was very welcome. So we're going to go to the bottom of the third. The Chiefs with a 6-0 lead. It's going to be Haberman at the plate. Chiefs batted around this last inning. Gavin Haberman, the center fielder, steps into the box. Bottom of three. Fouls this one down the left field line. No balls and a strike. Gavin, a right-handed batter. Looks out to the pitcher. Wind up in the pitch. That one dropped right in. Looked like it was coming in high, and then at the last minute it dropped right in. No balls, 2 strikes. Haberman digs in. There's a pitch, low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Great Ben has been really, really good today on choosing the pitches, which has caused the other pitchers to throw a lot of balls. There's a line drive back up the middle. So Gavin Haberman gets a single. He's 2 for 2 in this ball game. He leads off the top of the third here with a hit, and that's going to bring up Joseph Mater. Joseph, third baseman for the Chiefs. Here's the pitch inside, going down to second base for the steal, and safe is going to be Haberman. That time Joseph let the ball go by, and Haberman's able to get down to second base. And I was talking about the good eyes of the Chiefs batters. Joseph watched that one come in for a ball, so he's up in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. So, Great Ben with a runner on second. Joseph Mater at the plate. Nobody out. Joseph that time tried to lay down a bunt at the very, very last. 1 ball, 1 strike. Joseph steps back in. Here's a stretch and a pitch. A little bit low and inside, but Joseph is trying to bring that one to the left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mater at the plate, Joseph Mater at the plate, Haberman on second. That ball gets away from the catcher. It's pass ball. And rounding third, but holding up is Haberman. So Gavin Haberman's on third. Joseph Mader's at the plate. Counts 2-2. Nobody out. Joseph Mader with an opportunity to bring another run in. Mader steps back in. There's the pitch. High and outside. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Joseph Mader. Eyes the pitch. Fouls it off the left-hand side. So Joseph will stay there at the plate. I remember one of his bats in that first game, very, very similar. He took the count to full and batted off a lot of different balls. Now he stays alive as he drives this one back to the backstop. Same kind of bat as one of them he had in that first game where he was able to get the pitcher to throw a lot of pitches. 3-2 the count, nobody out, runner at third. Joseph Mader drives it. Oh, second baseman went up and timed it just right. That was a nice strike by Joseph Mader. Second baseman timed it just right for the first out. That's going to bring up Matthew Mader. Matthew has had a great day, both in the field and at bat. Had a single his first time up. Now he lays down a bunt to the right side. That's going to score a run. Nice sacrifice bunt that time by Matthew Mader as he's able to bring Gavin Haberman across. 7-0 Chiefs. So 2 outs. That'll bring up Edwin Chavez. Chiefs ahead 7-0 now. This one's popped up right side. Second baseman calling for it, misses it, and it's in play. So Chavez is going to reach first. That'll bring up Bradley Hopkins. 2 out. Runner at first, bottom of the third. Chiefs with a 7-0 lead. Hopkins pops it to the right. First baseman underneath it, catches it for the third out of the inning. So after 3, the Chiefs lead by a score of 7-0. Animal Medical Center, large or small, they care for them all. At AMC, they strive to provide our clients with the highest quality veterinary service possible through quality examinations, advanced and accurate diagnostics, and progressive medicine and surgery with compassionate care in a clean and very friendly environment. AMC offers full service small and large animal care, including vaccinations, spay and neuter surgeries, acupuncture, animal chiropractic, ultrasound diagnostic, surgical laser, and more. The clinic offers retail products for pet care and nutrition and boasts a clean, open hospital environment. Listen for their monthly specials, and thank you, Animal Medical Center. We go to the top of the fourth, and it's going to be Ethan Mankey, the cleanup hitter for El Dorado, to lead it off. There's first pitch outside just a little bit. One ball, no strikes. That one's going to cut right across the outside of the plate. Evens the count, 1-1. Mankey, the first batter, fouls this one off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chavez ahead in the count. Strikeout, dropped ball, thrown out at first. So Ethan Mankey with the first out here in the top of the fourth. That's going to bring up Adam Caballero, center fielder. This pitch just a little bit outside. No balls, 1 strike. Chavez looks in, delivers it, throws it right past Caballero. No balls and a strike. Chavez deals the pitch right down the middle of the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Chavez looks in. Here comes the pitch. Just a little bit low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chavez struck out the side in the second inning, and he had a strikeout in the first, and he already has one here in the top of the fourth inning. That one came in a little bit wild. Batter was able to jump over it. So full count, 1 out. Chavez brings it and walks. So Adam Caballero walks. He's going to be at first. 1 out, and that'll bring up Trace Fowler, catcher for El Dorado. Chavez, runner goes to second. Poe is going to try to get it out of there as quick as he could, but no throw down to second. So Adam Caballero with the steal. Pitch right across the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Trace Fowler, catcher. El Dorado with a runner at second. Chavez looks him back. Wild pitch. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Caballero is able to advance to third on the wild pitch. Again, we're in the top of the fourth. Score 7-0. Great Bend Chiefs. Fowler steps back in. He fouls it down the right field side, or down the right baseline. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at third. Fowler at his only at-bat with a walk. Now it's full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chavez looks in. Here's the pitch. Walks him. So Trace Fowler on the walk gets 2 walks in a row. And that's going to bring Chase Lesh, right fielder, up to bat. He struck out his first time up. In fact, in the second inning, it was he, Cole Eaton, and Dylan Scott all in a row that struck out. So one down, runner at first and third. Chavez looks in, brings a pitch low, blocked by the catcher. However, he gets away, and El Dorado is able to score their first run. Trace Fowler advances down to second. So one out here in the top of the fourth inning. Score 7-1, Great Bend. Lesh at the plate. Takes a swing at a low one, grounder to second. Toss over to first for the second out of the inning. So a ground out to second. Goes 4-3, and that's the second out. And that brings up Cole Eaton, left-handed batter. Two down, one run across here in the top of the fourth. One ball, no strikes. Chavez delivers the pitch. That one gets away from the catcher. Throw back to the plate. Nope. So, 2 runs have scored on wild pitches. I also didn't realize that they had made a pitching change. Chavez had all those strikeouts. It's Kelch on the mound for Great Bend. His first pitch to Cole Eaton is a ball. So that's 3 out of the 4 batters that have been on base because of a walk. And that's going to bring up Dylan Scott. Scott steps in. Kelch brings the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. And Poe catches it behind home plate for the third out. Jade Poe with a nice hustle and a nice catch. So that ends that as Dylan Scott pops out to the catcher. Your score going into the bottom of the fourth stands at 7-2. The Chiefs with the lead. Chiefs are going to be back to the top of the order when they come up to bat here in the bottom of the second. Empire Improvements and Overhead Doors. For everything outside your home or business, top to bottom, Empire can help remodel your space and bring your vision to reality. For every project, Empire will provide free estimates, a project timeline, and quality workmanship. Their core products and services are doors, windows, siding, roofing, guttering, and garage doors. Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, get your life back. With 3 locations, Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine can take care of you in Hayes, Larned, and Great Bend. Their focus with each patient is to go beyond simple symptom relief to provide targeted solutions that tackle the cause of your pain or mobility issue, combining a high level of patient care with a friendly and caring environment. We provide the targeted care you require to get back on your feet and start enjoying life again. All right, bottom of the fourth inning. Leading off, it's going to be the numbers 1, 2, and 3 hitters for the Chief. Sage Kelch with a ground out and a walk. Tries to drive it down the left field line and goes foul. No balls and a strike. Nobody down. 7-2. Chiefs with the lead here in the bottom of the fourth. those slow curves that comes on in across the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Kelch, here's the pitch. Fouls it back over the backstop. Count will remain no balls, 2 strikes, nobody down. Kelch, right-handed batter, gets hit in the back. So, Sage Kelch with a hit by pitch will go to first. That's going to bring up Tyler Stolzatz. Tyler with a walk and a single so far in this ball game. He's had a great day today. Pitched a real gem in that first game, won 3-1. Tyler steps in. Kelch at first. Throw back to first. Kelch was going. Got back just in time. Tyler steps back in. Pitch right across the inside of the plate. No balls, 1 strike, nobody down. Kelch at first. Chiefs with a 7-2 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Tyler, swing and a miss. Kelch makes it down to second base. So Sage Kelch gets a steal. He's down at second base. But Stolzatz with a good job of protecting his runner that time. No balls and a strike. Out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. Stopped by the catcher. That one was headed to the backstop. Catcher made a real good backhand on it. Tyler, 1-1 to count. Pulls it down the left field side to third base. And advancing to third base is Kelch. That time Tyler just barely got thrown out at first base. So good hustle by Tyler Stolzatz on a fielder's choice. So 1 out, runner at third. Paco Hernandez from the left-hand side. Steps in. Drives it to the right-hand side to the first baseman. Run's going to score. Paco did his job that time. He got the RBI by pulling it to the right side. And Sage Kelch gives the Chiefs a run. They now lead 8-2. Steph Spray with a single and a double steps in here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch, a ball. He cracked that double. Spray drives it to the left-hand side to the third baseman and just able to beat it out. So a ground out to third is going to end the bottom of the 4th. And the Chiefs lead in this ball game 8-2. Crowd with a big cheer behind me as the wind comes in, and it's a cool wind. So we're going to go to the top of the 5th inning. Kelch is on the mound. It's going to be Preston Johnson batting for El Dorado, and then we'll be back to the top of the lineup. Eldridge Fencing, decking, and outdoor cooking since 1994. At Eldridge Fencing, they take pride in doing the job in a timely, professional manner. They won't cut any corners, and the work speaks for itself. You can count on Eldridge to do quality installation work, located at 80 East 10th and at eldridgefencing.com. Thank you, Eldridge Fencing. Top of the 5th. Chiefs lead by 6, 8-2. Preston Johnson in the box on the right side. Kelch with the first pitch, the strike. Johnson watched that one go by. Here's the second pitch. That one just outside. 1-1 the count. Here's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Preston Johnson. Preston Johnson, his first time at the plate with a fly out to right field. One ball, 2 strikes. Kelch brings it. Low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 5th. Kelch, a little bit low. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Preston Johnson watches a third strike go right across the outside of the plate. Nice strikeout that time by Sage Kelch. To start off the top of the 5th, Cole Rickard, shortstop, steps up to the plate. He's the leadoff hitter. Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman runs it down. Safe at first. Cole Rickard was able to beat that one out. So he'll be at first base with 1 out. That'll bring up Trip Baker. Trip, the first baseman, has a walk and a hit by pitch. Second batter in the lineup for El Dorado. Kelch with a pickoff move to first, back safely is Cole Rickard. Rickard gets a lead. Kelch brings it high. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Again, Chiefs with an 8-2 lead. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. The whiff. Ball 1, strike 1, 1 out. El Dorado with a runner at first. Kelch brings this one just inside. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. El Dorado with a man on first. Kelch into the stretch. Brings it home. And the ball got away from Poe. Ended up underneath him, but there wasn't any chance to get the runner who was going to second. 3 balls and 1 strike. 1 out. Baker, the batter, bats from the right side. Kelch looks in, walks him. So Trip Baker with a walk. That's going to bring up Miles Stringer. Stringer bats third in the lineup for El Dorado. Runners at first and second. Kelch brings it home for a strike. Sage ahead in the count. No balls and a strike. Again, 1 out. Kelch looks in, brings it home. Driven out to center field. And caught. Nice catch that time by Gavin Haberman. Gavin was very active in that first game out in the field as well. That's going to bring out the cleanup hitter, Ethan Mankey. He has a ground out and a strikeout. 2 out. There's the pitch. Strike. So Kelch ahead in the count again. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Again, top of the 5th, 8-2, Chiefs with the lead. Pickoff move to second base, safe. Back in. Swing and a miss on the second pitch. So Kelch ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Again, Mankey with a ground out and a strikeout so far in this game. There's a pitch outside. Great defensive play that time by Poe. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kelch on the mound. Brings the pitch. Swing and a miss, but it's in the dirt. Throw to first, and it gets away from the first baseman. Run's going to score, and runner's going to advance to third base. So Mankey reaches first base on a strikeout. And Mankey is at first. Rickard scores, and Trip Baker goes to third. Venture Corporation was founded by Orville Butch Spray in the 1970s with a small asphalt plant in Larned, and has grown to become one of the largest asphalt contractors in Kansas. Today, Venture is a lot more than just asphalt paving, with over 150 employees, 4 portable plants, and production of over 900,000 tons of asphalt annually. Venture does everything from parking lots and running tracks to highways and interstates. The main goals are safety, quality, and efficiency. We focus on commitment to our employees and community. Venture Corporation will uphold these traditions today, tomorrow, and in the future. Venture Corporation reminds you to shop at home and help a neighbor. Now back to live play, 8-3, Chiefs with the lead. First pitch is a strike. Runners at the corners. That pitch comes in there, must have been just a little inside. So 1-1 to count. 8-3, Chiefs with the lead. All 3 El Dorado runs unearned. Snap throw to first, just in time. Two outs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kelch brings the pitch, low and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kelch looks in, holds runners, brings a low pitch, gets away from the catcher. Runner's going to advance down to second. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners at second and third, 2 outs, and a 5-run lead for the Chiefs here in the top of the 5th. Look in, and the pitch popped up back behind us. That's going to even out the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And again, 2 outs. Runners don't have to go. Kelch with the payoff pitch. Ring him up. Ring him up. Adam Cavallero watches 3rd strike go by, and Kelch gets out of the jam with just 1 run scored. So 8-3 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Going to the bottom of the 5th, it'll be Poe, Haberman, and Joseph Mader at the plate for the Chiefs. Scott Mader and the Mader family take this opportunity to acknowledge the many athletes who represent the community well. These young men featured tonight are learning early that success comes with sacrifice and that there are great rewards for the diligent who work to the finish. Congratulations to the members of the American Legion baseball team and the athletes in other sports who represent our community year-round. Scott Mader and the Mader family thank all the parents who sacrifice time and energy every year to see that their children have the opportunity to compete at their sport or activity. This is building the future of our community by instilling leadership skills and life learning lessons in the field, on the court, or in the auditorium. Support the young people of our community in all of their worthy endeavors and thank the parents in the village that make it happen. Poe grounds to third and just out at first base. So here in the bottom of the 5th, 1 out, and Gavin Haberman, center fielder, is going to come to the plate. He's 2 for 2 in this ball game, 2 singles. Haberman had a good eye on that one. It came in low. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Chiefs with an 8-3 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. There's the pitch. Haberman drives it to right center field. It's going to be in the gap. It's going to be in the gap. Haberman makes it down to second, and that's where he's going to stop. So Gavin Haberman with a double. That's the second double here in this ball game. And Gavin Haberman is now 3 for 3. That'll bring up Joseph Mader. Joseph with a chance at an RBI here. Stretch in the pitch. Low and outside. Good eye, Joseph Mater. One ball, no strikes, one out. Here's the pitch. Mater with good eye. Watches that one come in low. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Runner at second. That's Haberman, who had a double. Swing and a miss by Joseph Haberman. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. We mentioned earlier, Joseph Haberman back in there after dealing with an ankle injury. Here's the pitch, grounded to the left side, foul. Coach Ward with a nice stop in the third baseman's box, third base coach's box. 2 balls. Runner at second. Nice lead off by Haberman. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be the 3rd strike as Haberman took a swing at it, but no connection on that one. So 2 outs. At the plate, Matthew Mater. He's had a great day. In fact, he's had a nice birthday on the field. Low for a ball. 1-0 the count. Out of the stretch, here comes the pitch. Low, gets away from the catcher. Haberman's going to advance to third. Two balls, no strikes to Matthew Mater. With 2 outs, and he's got a runner at third. Matthew takes a look. That one dropped in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mater in the box. Outside, gets away from the catcher, but Haberman didn't get away far enough for Haberman to advance. 3 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs to Matthew Mater. 5-run Chiefs lead here in the bottom of the 5th, 8-3. Here's the pitch. It grounded to shortstop. And making it down there safely is Matthew Mater. He also gets an RBI. I'm telling you, Matthew Mater's had a great day. Out in the field and at bat. He gives the Chiefs an insurance run. They now lead 9-3. Chavez at the plate with 2 out, runner at first. Outside, ball 1. Glad to have you that are listening along today. Inside pitch, just misses Chavez. 2 balls, no strikes. We appreciate your listening in, and we encourage you to tell the sponsors that you hear throughout this broadcast, be sure to tell them thank you, because they're the ones that make it possible. Chavez pulls it to the left-hand side where the shortstop had vacated. So a single for Chavez. And that takes Matthew Mater over to third. That's going to bring up Bradley Hopkins. Like I was saying, be sure to thank one of the sponsors that you hear us mention during the broadcast, because they're the ones that make it possible for us to be bringing you Great Bend Chiefs Legion Baseball. 9-3, Chiefs with a 6-run lead. Chance to add another one on here. Now they've got a runner hung up between second. Runner's going to score. Runner's going to score. And Edwin Chavez created, even though he got caught off base, he created a run. So Matthew Mater scores. They're trying to decide whether the runner had crossed the plate, and the runner was clearly across the plate. Now the umpires are trying to straighten it out. Now the only thing that could happen is if in fact the pitcher balked to get the pick off, then Matthew Mater would have to go back to third base. Chavez would be at second. So the umpires, as they straighten this out, the Field House, a premier athletic training facility. Join us for open gym, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., Monday through Friday, only $5 per session. Basketball hoops, volleyball net, batting cages and pitching mounds, weights and cardio equipment. At the Field House, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness and training. The staff members at the Field House are actively enriching the lives of our members and creating a community of like-minded people who love being healthy and strong. Join the Field House to get access to our amazing trainers, group fitness classes, our community of fitness-focused individuals cheering you on, state-of-the-art gym equipment, and so much. Get unlimited classes for only $65 a month. Okay, so count the run that Matthew Mater scored. It's now a 7-run lead for the Chiefs, 10-3. There's 2 outs and nobody on base. Beck at the plate, his first at-bat in this game. Watches a ball go by. Wind up, the pitch. Nope. They turn around and try to get Chavez, who's on second. Didn't see him down there, but they did call it a balk. Pop up by Beck on the infield. And that's the 3rd out. So, Brad Beck, who was batting, I think, for Sage Kelch. Right now, the Chiefs with a 10-3 lead going into the 6th inning. And I'm feeling raindrops. Although not even in honor of B.J. Thomas will I sing on the radio. Poe's going to move from catcher to the pitching mound. And I don't know if Beck's probably getting his gear on to come out. Yes, he is. Glad to have you along this afternoon. Ten to 3. Top of the 6th. And it's going to be Dylan Scott Trace Fowler at the plate. Trace Fowler has walked twice in this contest. Poe on the mound, brings it, driven out towards center field and taken. Trace Fowler is the first out here in the 6th inning. Gavin Haberman has been busy today out there in center field. Chase Lesh comes to the plate. First pitch. Drives it to left field. Coming in on the ball. And making the catch is Paco Hernandez. Nice catch by Paco Hernandez. And very efficient pitching by Jade Poe. 2 pitches, 2 outs. And now the first pitch is going to be driven into right field for a single, just out of the reach of the Chiefs' second baseman. So give Cole Eaton a single. That'll bring up Dylan Scott. Dylan Scott here in the contest with a strikeout and a pop out to catcher. Runner at first. Pitch swung on and missed. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 10-3 lead for the Chiefs. Dylan Scott off the plate just a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Poe brings it. Driven to center field. Haberman runs it down. Great catch that time by Haberman for the 3rd out here in the top of the 6th inning. Like I said, Gavin Haberman's had a busy day out there in the field. Ten to 3 here in the 6th inning. I think that they're calling the game. And I suspect it's because of time. So anyway, we're going to wrap it up from here and try to get out of the rain, get the equipment out of the rain, as the Chiefs pull off the victory by a score of 10-3. I'm Tim Gross. Thanks for being with us this afternoon, and join us again tomorrow for Chiefs baseball.